So we're in Marrakech visiting the Perfume Museum, and we're just about to find out all about the making of argan oil and the prickly pear seeds, the extraction of oil from that, and possibly even make our own perfume. The prickly pear seed, which you can see behind me over here, this big seed over here, is very good for the skin because it has a lot of omega-6, omega-9 and vitamin E. So these are scented with different perfumes, and there's said to be 7 perfumes of Morocco that were used in the Hammam, in sacred rites, in festivals, rites of passage. This one smells like orange blossom. Very, very nice. This one here is jasmine. This one is rose. Oh, that's my favourite. This one is mint. And this is lovely verbena. Very fresh and lemony. This is cedar from the Atlas Mountains. It's quite masculine, this one. It's lovely. Kind of sweet but woody, so it could be used for an aftershave. This one is saffron, which interestingly doesn't have that much of a smell. So in each family, in each Moroccan household, there were groups of women that were responsible for creating the sacred perfumes for the rites, and they were all made by hand. It's very much a part of the culture and the way of life here, and I just love that it's very sacred feminine work, the creation of these beautiful perfumes. And as we know, sacred oils had healing properties, anointing properties, and just that they smelt beautiful, so they brought joy to daily life. So it works a little bit like your modern day vegetable steamer. You've got the bottom compartment for the boiling of the water, then you have the steam rising up here in the plants in the top, and it turns to vapor, or the essence, the essential oil, and then forms a liquid and comes down into the jar here. And because oil is lighter than water, it floats to the surface, so that makes it easier to distill. So then once the oil floats to the top, they draw off the water and they are left with the essential oil. Really interestingly, I always thought that the essential oil of the rose was taken from the petals because we can smell the rose through the petals, but apparently the essential oil of rose is taken through the leaves and the stems. So that's a pretty good piece of general information. And here we have an explanation of the olfactory pyramid. So it talks about the base notes, the heart notes and the top notes that come together to create the perfect perfume. Obviously base notes tend to be the heavier notes like sandalwood or patchouli, things that are a little bit heavier. The heart notes usually tend to be quite floral like violet or jasmine, sometimes fruity notes. And then the top notes tend to be the ones that you smell first when you initially smell a perfume. They're things that are usually fresh and invigorating like citrus, and depending on the balance of these 3 notes you can have a more fresh perfume, a heavier evening perfume, or perhaps an everyday lovely floral scent. Behind me we have examples of different incense, or what they're called perfumes of trance, which are used in all the sacred ceremonies and things. The world over, incense has been used to elevate the vibration of the person, to induce a meditative state or a hypnotic state. And here we have the example of lots of different types behind me. And then over here behind me we have the sacred incense or oil of myrrh, which was famous obviously in the Bible for anointing. It was also one of the gifts given to the Christ child at his birth, apparently. Here I am in the spice room at the Perfume Museum, and as you can see they have rows and rows and rows of amazing spices. Behind me there's even absinthe in here. The history of massage goes back around 3,000 years BC, and the idea is that it cares for the body and the soul at the same time. It's not just a physical medicinal practice. So the hammam, in a similar way, with the steaming and the massage, cares for the mind, body and soul combined, with the use of the essential oils, the steam, the relaxation, and in breathing in these intoxicating oils, you're also healing inside and out. The furniture behind me is called a perfume organ, presumably because they're all in the order of it, the notes that they come in, a little bit like a musical organ. And I know that I've seen this in modern day, I believe, in Jo Malone's stores and other perfume stores, where each fragrance is put according to its scent. Cute little perfume museum is a great place to visit when you're coming to Marrakech, and now that we've seen how the perfume is made, we're going to go downstairs and see if we can get our own scent, our own bespoke scent made up. I'm here with Amina and we're making up some special perfume. She's mixing me a perfume here at the Perfume Museum in Marrakech. So we've got rose, we've got 20 mils of rose, 5 mils of incense.
And 5 ml with the green lemon.
And 5 mils with the lemon.
Yes.
Lovely. I can't wait to smell it. Just going to smell. So we've just added a little bit of the orange blossom.
Yeah, that's good.
I prefer it. I think I like it better. It's a bit sweeter. Still fresh, but sweet.
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
You sure? She's the expert.
La fleur d'oranger. On a ajouté 5 ml de la fleur d'oranger.
So we've got rose, incense, orange blossom and lemon.
It's
Precious Wisdom perfume. Here I have my very own perfume from the Perfume Museum in Marrakech. Precious Wisdom perfume #1.